Okay, so what if you could offer your clients something more than just a quick fix for their water problems? I mean, what if you could give them a real solution, one that actually defines the future of water treatment? Today, we're going to look at a pretty groundbreaking opportunity for architecture and engineering firms that does exactly that.
Right? This is the question. It's probably the one that keeps you up at night. Your clients are facing these escalating water crises, and they're looking right at you, their trusted A&E partner, for a sustainable solution that actually works.
You've seen this firsthand, I'm sure. These harmful algae blooms are just exploding everywhere. They're creating those awful odors, causing fish kills, and literally choking the life out of entire ecosystems, leaving behind these dead zones. And those chemical treatments everyone falls back on, well, a lot of the time they just make the underlying sludge problem even worse.
See, here's the fundamental issue with a lot of the traditional methods. They just don't get to the root cause. When we keep throwing chemicals at the symptoms, we're unintentionally creating this oxygen-starved sludge at the bottom, which, it turns out, is the perfect breeding ground for methane-producing microbes.
And believe me, that has some huge consequences. We're seeing community lakes and ponds transform into these significant sources of methane, a really potent greenhouse gas. All of a sudden, what was a local water quality issue is now a global climate challenge.
But what if you could offer a solution that works with nature instead of fighting against it? This is exactly where RAM technology comes into the picture. It's a breakthrough, totally chemical-free system that's designed to bring water back to health by just harnessing the power of natural biological processes.
Now, RAM technology isn't just some one-size-fits-all thing. It's smart. For shallower water bodies, like wastewater ponds, there's RAM 1, which creates this oxygenating stream on a floating island. Then, for the deeper lakes and reservoirs, there's RAM 2, which uses a specialized pipe system to get oxygen right down to where it's needed most.
The process itself is just brilliantly simple. The system pulls up that dead oxygen-poor water from the bottom, infuses it with oxygen, and then, and this is the really clever part, it returns it to the same depth. This preserves the water's natural temperature layers. So what's the result? You get the perfect environment where the good guys, the methane-eating microbes, can thrive and just completely outcompete the harmful ones.
So the tech is obviously revolutionary. But the big question is, how do you actually bring it to your clients? Well, that's where a really powerful business strategy comes in. Let's dive into why licensing this technology might just be the single smartest move your firm can make right now.
Just so we're all on the same page, let's be clear on what we mean by licensing. It's really just a straightforward partnership. You get the rights to make and sell a proven product in your market, and in return, the creator gets a royalty. It's all about leverage. You're not trying to reinvent the wheel here.
When you look at it like this, the choice is pretty clear. Why would you take on the massive cost, the years of development, and all the risk of trying to build this in-house? Licensing RAM gives you a proven product, gets you into the market immediately, and gives you access to years of expertise, all for a fraction of the investment. It's a direct path to a serious competitive advantage.
And that, right there, is the bottom line. This is not just about adding another service to your list. No, this is about defining the entire market. Being the first firm in your region to offer this kind of solution, well, that sets you up as the undisputed leader in sustainable water treatment.
Okay, so let's get down to it. What tangible results can you actually deliver with RAM technology? The benefits for your clients are immediate, and they are incredibly impactful.
First off, and this is a big one, think about project constraints. The RAM system is a floating technology. It requires zero land use. That makes it an absolutely perfect retrofit for existing ponds and lakes, where every square foot of land is at a premium.
And it just works. With options for things like floating solar and battery storage, the system can run 24/7, giving you continuous off-grid water restoration. It's sustainable and it's super reliable.
Now this is really interesting. This technology doesn't just solve an environmental problem, it actually creates new economic opportunities. You can help your clients tap into a whole world of eco-credits. We're talking carbon credits, biodiversity credits, clean water credits, you name it. It can add some serious financial value to their projects.
The versatility here is just incredible. I mean, from massive municipal reservoirs all the way down to wastewater lagoons, RAM is a totally scalable technology that applies to the core environmental projects your firm is already tackling every day.
And the benefits go way beyond just water quality. You're creating beautiful, healthy ecosystems. You're increasing property values, cutting down on pests like mosquitoes, and supporting wildlife. This is the kind of stuff that builds a lasting legacy. Licensing RAM isn't just a one-and-done deal for today's technology. It's about locking in a long-term partnership with a company that is always innovating. It ensures your firm stays on the absolute cutting edge of this entire industry.
And this partnership has a really clear path forward. The tech is built on the proven 2-decade success of BioHaven floating islands. Today, we've got RAM 1 and 2 doing methane reduction, and just around the corner in 2026, RAM 3 is set to arrive.
And this next step is a complete game changer. RAM 3 is designed to harvest heavy metals and rare earth minerals directly from the water. It's merging environmental restoration with resource recovery. The licensees will be right at the forefront of this incredible transformation.
I think this quote from the CEO, Bruce County, just captures the vision perfectly. This isn't just about engineering anymore. It's about a whole new way of thinking, where industrial productivity and ecological health aren't fighting each other, but are actually working together.
Look, the shift to nature-based solutions, it's happening. It's inevitable. Your competitors are going to get there eventually. So the only real question is, when they do, will they be trying to catch up to the standard that you've already set? The chance to lead is right here, and it's right now.